Hi, this is Rick, and you're in the Whiskey Zone, where we celebrate the spirit of the spirit. And today, we're celebrating at 35,000 feet with the only single malt Scotch whiskey on the in-flight menu. Hey, you work with what you got. It's the Glenfarclas 12-year-old from the town of Ballindock in the Speyside region of Scotland. My apologies for the background noise in the open. For some reason, the pilot thought it was unsafe to turn the engines off. So, with feet firmly planted on terra firma, I can tell you that this family-owned 12-year-old whiskey is a Highland malt from Scotland's Speyside region. And I'm impressed with the family-owned aspect of this whiskey. The Grant family has been in charge of this distillery for 6 generations now. And in these days of rampant corporate acquisition in the whiskey industry, this is a big deal. I tip my hat to them, if I was wearing a hat. It's been bottled at 43% ABV and matured in ex-bourbon and sherry casks. The bottle does state that the whiskey is presented in its natural color, which is good and appreciated, but there is no indication about its chill filtering status. So there's that. On that natural coloring side, it's got a very nice burnished sherried look. And as far as viscosity goes, it's got some pretty fast legs running down the side of the glass. So let's see what the nose has to say. Brown sugar, butterscotch. I like butterscotch. It's kind of perfumey, and I know that doesn't sound like a good thing, but there's a fruitiness there. It's like a wine fruitiness. I get yeast. Ginger ale, ginger beer. I don't know if I can use beer as a descriptor for whiskey, but there's ginger there. A whiff of chocolate wafting by. And prune juice. Now, the palate awaits. Ignore taste number 1. I'm getting a mouth of malt. It's a little chalky, like milk of magnesia. Cinnamon rolls. Cinnamon buns. Is there an actual difference between cinnamon rolls and cinnamon buns that I should know about? There's some cinnamon in there. Toasted grapes. And a kind of a tart sweetness like cranberries. At 43% ABV, I think this one should be judged without any interference from water. The finish is somewhat average, with a little tartness like arugula, and that's a first for me, but also some sweetness and a nice little mouth sing. Interestingly, they say that this spirit was matured in sherry casks, but the finesse of that finishing was lost on me. I definitely got some Speyside sweetness, and I certainly enjoyed drinking this single malt, especially at 35,000 feet. I have to say, there's nothing wrong here. You should enjoy a good pour of this. But for the price I paid for it, this whiskey comes across as kind of basic. I'm giving the good but unremarkable Glenfarclas 12-year-old a 7-finger pour. I hope you've enjoyed this review of the Glenfarclas 12-year-old. If you'd like more details on my review, please visit thewhiskeyzone.com. And while you're here today, assuming you like what you've seen, it would be great if you could subscribe, like, comment, or share. So until next time, please drink smart, stay safe, and we'll see you again in the Whiskey Zone.